Hi everyone, welcome to our channel TechTwins for Data Science. This is Roni. I'm a master's student in my second year. This is our third video in a series of multiple videos related to data analysis. Today, we will navigate the steps on how to analyze your data and dive deeper into data wrangling and the cleaning process. But before starting, please remember to subscribe and hit the bell to receive a notification every time we publish a video. And if you like this video, please give it a thumb up. Also, feel free to share your opinion down in the comment section. Let's get started. First, the data analytics challenges. The first challenge is to extract the most valuable insights that aligns with the key performance indicators, aka KPIs. When we use the KPIs prospect that aligning with the business challenges, both should always move in the same direction. The second challenge is the importance to convert your insights to actionable business decisions. Third, the spectacular benefits of applying big data analytics to identify new opportunities. What we mean by that, big data is a set of technologies created to store, analyze, and manage multitude data. Analysts utilize various of tools to identify patterns for designing significant decisions in the time of the information explosion. 4. Be able to be communication smart, not just book smart, and to deliver significant results. What we mean by that, the ability to deliver solid storytelling to the stakeholders. Next, we have data analysis framework. We started from here to collect the raw data. Given an example, we have IMDB dataset, and the most important column that we focus on is the genre. So we start cleaning, organize, summarize, and filter the dataset in order to obtain information here, using popularity, revenue, features that can impact genres. After analyze this information, we obtain knowledge. We found that the drama is the most valuable genre based on the feature variables. This conclusion can drive in the decision making to get results. Highlight the upcoming drama movies on the top engine of IMDB platform and in the recommendation section of the website. Next, which one comes first, dataset or business questions? In business questions comes first. Usually, you will receive your tasks with business questions, problems, or challenges with certain deadline and some data tables to navigate through. And you need to start from this point. Usually, you will have access to communicate with the team who faces these challenges. Are cheat sheets good materials? Yes, for the kickstart. It highlights the most used common popular functions in every library. However, you still need to check for your code errors and explore functions that can minimize the running time. Usually, in this step, we use stackoverflow.com to help navigate the errors and get solutions and make your code for sure more efficient. However, I need to highlight that you need to have technical books for deeper understanding. Furthermore, if you can dedicate a fixed time in your week for writing codes or start new hackathons, that will be great. Then the framework in data analysis. We start from here, business questions, problems, and collect the data. Then we usually spend some time in data understanding, then moving to the cleaning process and getting the initial insights that can help us to analyze the data. Sometimes we need to apply some approaches, advanced techniques and methods in data analytics or data science. Also, we need to select the right KPIs that the stakeholders are usually care about for making revenue, and then interpret the results. We might stop here or modify the approach for better results and start all over again, like fixing some details in our analysis. First, data understanding. As you can see here, we have several questions that can help you approach the results that you seek. So the main category, you usually start with the question, what exactly do you want to achieve in this task? Are the business questions prioritized by the end user, and is it aligned with the KPIs? Should you investigate this angle as well or not? Is there a side considerations you need to consider while doing your analysis? Also, which statistical analysis will you apply? And what type of charts are required? How much are you familiar with the raw data, schema, tables, and do you have the access to this information? Do you need to install any applications before starting with your task? Also, do you need to collaborate with a colleague? And what is the final numbers, range, hypothesis the team seeking? Once you get results, is this a confidential task with limited access, or you can share your findings with others to check your work? Continue data understanding. It's crucial to navigate your data and determine what are the target variables and what are the feature variables. Target variables can come in numerical type or categorical type. Let's say we want to see how much does the customer spend, and we have in this table product, quantity, and price. Target variable is the price, and feature variables are the product and quantity columns. Remember that you need to at least one target variable you want to investigate in the light of the dataset variables to do your analysis. Statistical analysis. We have different types of data: categorical data and numerical data. Categorical data divided into binary, ordinal, and nominal. Numerical data discrete and continuous. Binary is like on and off, 0 and 1. Ordinal data is more like ranking, first, second, third. Nominal data, it's more like colors, that it can't be in any way in relationship with each others. Discrete variables is like 0 and 1 and 2 and 3, this type of numbers. Continuous data, it's more like the scale of temperature, for an example, or the fare or the taxi fare. So applying description statistical, mood, counts, frequency can apply to all data types. When it comes to median, minimum, maximum, range can apply to all data types except ordinal data. Mean, variance, standard deviation can apply to binary, discrete, and continuous data types. Moving to the data wrangling. This is the primary step where we clean, organize the raw data, and prepare it for the next steps. Usually, this step takes larger proportion of the analyst time and effort. Let's see what can be done here. First, identify the missing data, then use suitable technique to recover it, such as imputation technique. What I mean by that, usually we have missing data, as you can see here in these two columns. The first column is saving accounts NaN, that means this value or this observation, this value in the observation is empty. And here, and here, and here as well. So, imputation technique used to replace these empty values with some values. Facing missing values in the dataset is a normal event. You choose whether to discard those values or impute these values. Especially when your dataset has tens of thousands of observations and you have missing values. You don't usually worry about them. You simply can exclude these values. On the other hand, when you have a dataset with hundreds of observations, each value is precious. So you intertwine the two methods at the same time. You select certain missing values to discard and certain values to impute. But how to choose? These questions can help you decide. First, trust your data understanding, interpretation, and the variables columns relationship. Second, does the missing values have a bias pattern? Let's illustrate this idea. If the dataset is related to 5 cities and we found most of the missing values are related to one city only. In this case, this city is required to capture more observations. Imputation might not be the accurate solution. Third question or third point, you can possibly discard the observation from this city as it addresses a parameter in our sample. But remember that your analysis should be representative, meaning it should include the different characteristics of the population. So neither the imputation nor discarding the values are good options. We need to capture new observations from the city and check the quality of the data one more time. In data analysis, it's easy, it is simple, and it's a handful of steps to do imputation technique. However, in data science, it's quite complex, but it is significantly accurate and it won't impact on the final results. To give you a hint, in data science, we usually use KNN method or K nearest neighbor technique to find the missing values. We assume that the missing values are the testing subset, but don't worry, I will dedicate a video for the imputation technique for data science and how to deal with it. So, continue with imputation technique in data wrangling. We have many types: univariate imputation and multivariate imputation. Univariate imputation to replace the missing values with mean or median or maximum value or minimum value. And it worked on categorical and numerical data type. As you can see here in the two tables, we have empty values in the age column and degree column. So if we used the mean value on the whole column, we can find that for Jana, approximately age is 29. And if we have used the most frequent value, we found that for Williams, it will be the master's degree. as it has been repeated for Berry and Scott. For multivariate imputation, implementing multivariate imputation MI is quite the opposite of UI, the univariate imputation, as MI doesn't assume the uncertainty of the imputed values. The imputation considers the imputed values as actual values without allowing for the standard error, which can cause bias in the results. That's why we use multivariate imputation, where multiple imputations are created for each missing values multiple times, creating multiple or complete datasets. One of the well-known methods for multivariate imputation is multivariate imputation by chained equations, MICE. This method assumes the missing values are missing at random, MAR, or missing completely at random, MCAR. If you like this video so far, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. Thank you. Let's continue. Data wrangling. So after we have clarified the imputation technique, then identify the data frequencies and identify the outliers. Use plots to show the unexpected values using bar, scatter, box, histogram, heat map, charts. You might require to change columns D-types. You can see the D-types of the columns using df or the data set name .info function. Modify the columns such as column with date but incorrect timestamp, as you can see here. In this case, we will modify all the values in the column so it contains date values only. Apply feature engineering such as one-hot encoding to split the values in one column into multiple columns. Kindly note that every dataset has its own challenge, and you will learn a lot at every step. Moving to exploratory data analysis. In this section, you have a solid dataset and ready to address your business questions. EDA or exploratory data analysis is a step where you can check for patterns and generate useful visualizations. In data analytics, EDA represents the section where you can run hypothesis testing and calculate KPIs for business. You might check the correlation coefficient between the feature variables. You will also face limitations for your analysis, as some business questions might not be answered due to the lack of data evidence to support. Moving on to data visualization. This is most powerful tool by your side. As you can see on this section, you can see that contain numbers and letters. It's not really in the right shape. However, on this section, it's related to yearly releasing, and you can see that drama has dominant the most years, almost all years, starting from 2006 until 2014, followed by sometimes thriller and then action in 2013 and 2012 and 2011 as well, and 2007. So visualizations can really integrate your data in the right significant plots. Here, this one can help you as it highlights what do you want to achieve. If you want to show relationship between variables or comparison, distribution, or composition. So when it comes to comparison, you can check between over time many periods or few periods of time, or among items. Relationships between variables if it's 2 variables or 3 variables. For composition, it is statistic or changing over time, few periods and also many periods. When it comes to distribution, we have single variable and 2 variables. And finally, the 7th item is conclusion of the data analysis. Try to have final conclusion where you summarize the most applicable insights to include your conclusion. That's a great deal while setting up a session to show your findings from the analysis. Reinforce your key points with evidence of the data analysis and provide recommendation of the product, service, process, modification, or even changes. Clarify the hypothesis results in case your analysis included hypothesis testing. Potential challenges, limitations in your analysis. And the next step, deployment. Is this possible? If not, what's required to make it possible? More data, split the business problems into subsets, and redo the process for meaningful results. Thank you so much for watching our video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you like this video, please give it a thumb up and follow us on Instagram at TechTwins for Data Science and TikTok at TechTwins for Data Science. Thank you so much, and I see you in the next video.